sisters. It is February 12th, 2019, and this morning we find out that it looks like the bipartisan congressional committee to hammer out this budget with the border wall situation, um, they're committing $1.375 billion towards the wall. Now, I don't know if that's supposed to include other technologies and implementations for the wall, like drones and beefed up security, more border patrol agents, things like that. But it's not even the 1.6 billion that he's been using all along. So I don't have a good feeling about him signing this bill. I mean, the Democrats are really playing a game of retards. I mean, they're playing tiddlywinks when Donald Trump's playing three-dimensional chess. You see the behavior with the State of the Union address, especially Nancy Pelosi, acting like a trained seal. They're retarded clapping and playing with her papers. And I have a feeling I know what them papers say. It was probably, don't look like an asshole, don't be retarded, whatever you do, don't shit your pants. Things that old people need to know, when to change your fucking piss pamper and shit like that. Well, anyway, they're acting full out retards, and they don't clap for anything. Even when they say, hey, we're not going to kill children 2 minutes before they're born, they won't clap for that. They wouldn't clap for anything. Even the greatest things we've have happened in our country in over 30 years, they won't clap for. The only time they clapped is when they said there was more women in Congress than ever before. And they act like pointing to themselves like they're hot shit. Get the fuck out of here. And you see them all dressed in white. That's funny. Because what they're doing was they're trying to mimic the suffrage movement. And the suffrage movement was a Republican movement against the Democrat leadership at the time, Woodrow Wilson. Woodrow Wilson didn't like women in politics. He didn't like minorities in politics. He was a stone-cold racist. Just like most Democrats are. And I say, the last time I seen that many Democrats wearing white, they had hoods with them. And they were burning crosses. So, don't let this we're for the people shit fool you, because obviously you're not for the people. They wouldn't even sign a bill that was a clean bill during the shutdown just to pay the Coast Guard, because the Coast Guard is, I guess, paid differently than the rest of the armed forces, and during the shutdown they didn't get paid. So they said, let's just pay the Coast Guard so they're equal to the other branches of military, because they are, of course, they're guarding our borders in a military form. I believe that's their function. And Democrats said no. There was always a bill on the table that the Republicans would have signed and Trump would have signed, but they refused. They say, fuck you, American person, fuck you, American citizen, we don't like Donald Trump, so we're going to fuck everybody, burn this country to the ground if we have to, just because we don't like Trump. What the fuck is wrong with you? That is the fucking mental patient retardation we don't need. God damn it, our founders aren't rolling in their graves. And look at what they did with DOJ, Department of Justice head Whitaker. You got Sheila Jackson Lee and Hank Johnson treating him like he's a criminal. First of all, he doesn't need to be confirmed. He's an interim for 210 days at the president's pleasure. If he's going to stay longer, then he needs confirmation. He went there voluntarily to ask questions, so they didn't have to bother with the subpoenas and play grab ass and all that shit. But they tried to treat him like some kind of criminal jerk-off. And Hank Johnson, you ought to be the fucking ashamed of yourself. You're the fucking moron that thinks Guam was going to tip over because there's too many people on it. You fucking brain-dead moron. I don't know how they keep re-electing you. So you got one piece of shit Democrat after another and a big conga line. Who could be more fucking retarded and disrespectful than the next? Now wait. You're gonna see that. Like, look at the front runners for the Democrat presidency to run for the president. Yeah, I'll give you a good list. This will make you laugh. You got Elizabeth Warren, a fake Indian. You got Richard Blumenthal, a fake combat veteran during Vietnam. I have no problem that he rode a desk stateside as a JAG lawyer. That's fine. That's commendable. That was his duty. But to lie for 30 years and wind up this big combat career and got caught lying, just like Mr. Swiftboat, fucking John Kerry. You know, just fucking find out, he's Mr. Swiftboat hero, and then fucking find out he's a cowering fuck, cutting himself on tuna fish cans to get his 3 Purple Hearts and get out. Alright, you got Beto Robert O'Rourke, fake Hispanic, he's Irish. You got Cory Booker, fake superhero. Fucking Kermit the Frog sounding jerk off he is. Believe me, I'm from New Jersey, I know what kind of fucking piece of shit he is. And we got a pedophile too that got reelected. It's fucking ridiculous. Then you got Kamala Harris, a real prostitute. Ask Willie Brown, the former mayor of San Francisco. She was sucking his dick for years climbing that ladder. And you got Maxine Waters, fucking James Brown impersonator. You know the James Brown Foundation's looking for the fucking wig back. So these are the freaking retards that want to be our president. If you want to turn this into a banana republic, a fucking cartoon caricature of what we were as a nation, then fine. Vote for one of those jerk-offs. I will never vote for these jerk-offs. I will never give up my fucking, my wealth, my liberty, my sacred honor to one of these jerk-offs. Never. They're lying pieces of shit. They're racist authoritarians. When do you people get it through your fucking thick heads? Racist authoritarians. They don't want anything but what is yours. They want to cow you into the cities. Look how they tax. Look at New Jersey. Fucking Phil Murphy. He's going to tax basically he's taxing rainwater. What he's saying is if you're a property owner and you got a big driveway or any driveway, they're going to tax you about the size of your driveway. And any rainwater, any ground that can't be penetrated by the rainwater, they're going to tax you on it. You got an 8x10 driveway or whatever, they're going to tax you on that. You got a 50x40 driveway, they're going to tax you on that. Tax the fucking rain. I'm surprised they're not taxing you to take a shit. What gets me, though, I think he's going to have a problem. Because we're already paying for sewers and all this all alike. We're already paying for this. Either by taxes or the town I live in, they send you a bill for your water and sewage. So it's already being paid for. And then you're going to tax us again on it? Now, a new round of people are going to leave New Jersey. I already read that. I think it was 66 or 68.8% of United Van Lines in New Jersey are outbound. So, we're losing people by leaps and bounds. And I tell you what, they're the people that pay fucking taxes. What are you going to be left here with? All the people that want a handout. And you're not going to be able to pay for it. That's why I believe that Donald Trump was right by putting limits. I would eliminate the salt tax. State and local tax deductions. New Jersey wants to tax the shit out of everybody. New Jersey ought to make them pay the taxes. No deferring it to the federal government where, say, people in Wyoming and Texas, Kansas, all the states that know how to manage their fucking state properly, manage their government, and manage their costs, should not have to pay for states like New York, New Jersey, Connecticut, California, Massachusetts probably. They should not have to pay for these states' irresponsible, leftist, authoritarian taxing situations. You want to tax the shit out of your citizens? Fine. The citizens should pay for it. If the citizens want to vote for things that require these kind of taxes, the citizens should pay. New Jersey should be taking the full weight of the taxes New Jersey levies on its citizens. Not the other states. Us. And maybe, and then just maybe, we'll say, what the fuck? What are we doing? Why are we taxing the shit out of ourselves? This is ridiculous. When you get to pass it off, that's not right. And I know if I was one of these conservative red states that was doing everything right and keeping the people's taxes low, I'd be damn pissed that I'm paying for these fucking irresponsible fucking leftist jerk-offs. So anyway, it's going to be a freak show. We already know that. These Democrats are bringing highfalutin pieces of shit. It's going to be fun to watch. And I just want to know when Donald Trump and the Department of Justice is going to start looking into these fuckers with all the criminality they've committed. I don't understand how Robert Mueller can look at Trump, look at people like Roger Stone and others, and not say, well, Clinton operatives, the Democrat Party bought this illegal dossier, this fake dossier. They used it for FISA warrants, which was unsubstantiated. First of all, FISA warrants aren't for American citizens. It's supposed to be for foreign intelligence. The pack of fucking lies they committed to get these warrants to spy on Donald Trump is illegal in itself. Now, how come they're not looking at the Democrat Party selling strategical stores of uranium to the Russians? The Russians are so terrible, why are we selling off our uranium to them? How come Mueller does not make that fucking eke over to that one direction for the real crimes? He is really threading a fucking needle and winding through a fucking snake's back here, trying to get Trump without involving the Democrat Party. Now that's why people like John Podesta and others got pardons, which I think was wrong too. Because if they're supposed to be criminal, they should be convicted just like others. Why? How come you didn't offer Roger Stone a pardon or immunity? No, you only offered the Democrats immunity, and you want to stick it to the Republicans. Give us what we need or you're going to jail. See, no Democrats were spoken to like that. This is a one-sided piece of shit investigation. Robert Mueller should be under the fucking jail with half the Democrat Party with him. Alright, I had enough for today. This shit really pisses me off when you find out we're trying to get our country back together and all we're getting is fucked for it. Alright guys, have a good day. I tell you what, as soon as the weather gets warm enough, we better have a massive fucking march for Donald Trump and our fucking values on Washington. Because if we don't, we're going to be lights out in 2020. And we got to keep up the pressure. I'm not losing this republic if we don't have to. Yeah, you notice I didn't say democracy because I'm not a fucking asshole that doesn't know where I live. No, it's a damn republic. And like Benjamin Franklin said, we have a republic if we can keep it. And I'd be honest with you, it doesn't look like we're fucking smart enough or moral enough to keep this fucking republic at this point. I'm really on the fence about it. But I'm hoping for the best. Alright, everybody. Think about this shit. I'm tired of hearing how we're the suckiest country in the world, but everybody's fucking beating the door down, crawling into fucking every cavity they can to get into this fucking terrible, racist, disgusting country. Where would you go if it didn't exist in the form that it's in right now? Think about that one, fuckers. Have a good night.
We're taking liberty, motherfucker!